Hi there, I'm Victoria Hargro Atkerson. I'm a writer and an author. I wanted to take this time to introduce myself to new readers and also to possibly new writers. Um, I love my craft. I've been writing since full time since the year 2000. And I've written many books. It's about 20 altogether, but I have four in publication. Walking Among the Kudzu, Stones Along the Path, Part 1 and Part 2, and then Buttermilk Bottom. Those are the titles. You can find them on Amazon.com. You can find them at Barnes& and Nobles, or you can go to my website and check them out. Um, my website is www.hvictoriahargroatkerson.com. Check me out. There are excerpts from my latest book, which is Buttermilk Bottom, right on the webpage, and you can see what that book is like. It's a very interesting book. Now, I do historical romance. That's my specialty. It does have sexual content, but I guarantee you that it's well written and enlightening, and you will probably learn some different experiences as you read it. So I invite you to take a look at it and give me a call. My website again is www.hvictoriahargroatkerson.com. Now, I started these broadcasts or I am starting these broadcasts because I wanted to find new readers. I've been traveling all over the country doing book fairs and book festivals. I've been doing talks to reading groups, writing groups, and I also have been doing a few TV and radio interviews. I'm looking for another way to get to you, new readers, people who have not read my writing, to let you know I'm here and that I have some very interesting books. And I think you're going to love them because I think I did a good job. Um, I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, which I think is a marvelous city for children, and it's a marvelous city for family. We have issues like potholes and all kinds of craziness. We love the Eagles. I mean, just a wonderful town. Um, and we take trips to the shore, to the Dutch country, things like that. It's really close by, but it's a great place. We have a wonderful orchestra here. We have a wonderful operatic company, and the Philadanco, which is a wonderful dance group. Really nice. That's a little publicity for my my city, by the way. But it's a great city. It's a city of neighborhoods, and it's very diverse. Lots of cultures, lots of different communities, different areas of the city, which have something really special to offer. Um, I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm a Southern girl, and I still do my Southern cooking, and that's something I really treasure, and I share with whoever comes in the door. That's the tradition of Southerners. If you come in my house, you got to eat something. So it's fun. It's fun. My life here is fun. Um, I live with my husband. We have the great grandchildren who are in and out of our houses all the time. And we also have a little teeny dog that's spoiled rotten. Her name is Beanie. So we do okay, and like I said, we love it here. My purpose of doing these broadcasts is to get to know you, and have you get to know me, and have you get to know my writing, because I feel as if my writing has something real special to give to different people. Most people who read my work love it, and I've had very few people who did not like it. But I think the only complaint I really got once was I had too much sex in it. But may not be your style, but it certainly is mine. But I think the sex that's in my stories is I do historical romance. I think the sexual relationships are all well done and appropriate for adult reading, because that's what I do. I write for adults. I do not write for children. Although I have done some stories that are appropriate for children, but I'm not quite ready to release that yet. I will at some point, but right now I do adult fiction. Something you need to know about me as a writer: I am very passionate about writing. I write a lot. I usually start writing in the evenings, usually after 10 o'clock because the telephone doesn't ring and nobody disturbs me. I love my craft and I spend time developing my characters, which I think is the basis of all good storytelling. Uh, I came from a family of storytellers, so the tradition is embedded in me. I honor that and I readily share that with other people. So, anyone who I teach writing to other people, and anyone who would like to learn the craft or anything like to share ideas with me, I readily do that because it's something I think it's just a wonderful process that many people can do. So, when you get a moment, go to my website, www.hvictoriaatkerson.com. And like I said, you may get my books on Amazon.com, Kindle, or you can get them from my website. And I think I've mentioned that a couple of times. So, um, in the coming weeks, I hope to do a broadcast maybe once a week. This week I'm doing two because this is an introduction. So my next broadcast, which will be later this week, I will be reading from one of my books, which will be Stones Along the Path, which I think is a wonderful story, a romantic, wonderful story about a Peace Corps volunteer who is finishing her Peace Corps service in Kenya. And she, at the end of her service, she meets this wonderful, handsome African, and she falls in love because he would not leave her alone, basically. So she falls in love with this wonderful guy, and they go on this whirlwind romantic honeymoon all over Africa. And then at some point, he takes her home, and she discovers who she really married. The cultural differences between this American and this African are prominent in the story. And it's all the conflicts that they have in life, and they have many because there's Stones on the Path Part 1 and Stones on the Path Part 2. And I'm working on Part 3 because people love the story. And I promised a sister of mine, she's no longer with me, but she made me promise that I would never let this story die. So I'm working on Part 3, and I'm dedicating that book to her. I also have two books that will be coming out very soon. Now, I'm predicting the first of the year. They're on slavery, and I would love to use this time also to give you some previews of what that's going to look like and hear about some of the stories and the research, which I think is really critical in all writing. The research was tremendous, and although enjoyed it, it was very depressing, and it took me on an emotional roller coaster because some of the stories that I read about, some of the history that I read about was really sad, and it pulls at your heart in ways you never expect. But the stories are done. There's a two-parter also, and we are going to be releasing that really soon, and you'll be the first to hear some of the readings. So I look forward to talking to you again, and I hope you tune in to this little broadcast. And hopefully, if you're an aspiring writer, you'll let me hear from you. Let me know what I can do to get you started or jumpstart you if you started writing and it's been interrupted for some reason. I teach reading, not teach reading, I teach writing to adults and children here in the city and in my neighborhood. I also do lectures when I go out on the road. So if there's anything I can do to help you with your process, please let me know. And a word to people who already are published or already are writing, poets or whatever. If you have any advice to give to other writers, especially beginners, give me a look, see, and share that information, and I will be happy to pass it along and give them, and use your name as a reference for that. Um, it's going to be, I think this session is going to be really great. And I look forward to talking to you and building an electronic relationship with you. It's really wonderful. Technology is great, and I think we should always take advantage of it. So I'll see you in a few days. Take care and God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.